The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Got a red shirt, that car. I think it was about to back up and then it stopped because I turned my camera around. Oh, there it goes. Is it gonna sink? This guy sinks. Oh, that's a tan car too. It's nice of the gang stalkers to let me cross the street. It's Whitey's early. Oh, that one's on time. Maybe the other one was for the center of the street. He was late. Maybe he wasn't a Whitey. I don't know. This is a stalker. This was right there, and this is right here. You know, there's a star right there. Did you see that whitey over there? There's this loud car right now. I think it's tan. And right at the curb. There's a tan car behind me at this curb. There's 2 cars behind me right here. There's a kid screaming at the same time. What? What's up? Hi. What up? Was he yelling hi right there or something? That one parked. Here it comes. You look synced with that white truck in front of me. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Ahead of 77. And he's meeting that stalker. And then this car just started backing up right as the cars were driving through the intersection behind it. And there's a whitey at the front of traffic. And those are 2 black stalkers. And it had 765 on the license plate. And these look like whiteys. And this is a corner of the police station right now. It's not really at the corner of the police station. I don't know. Looked like 2 whiteys. Go along, gang stalkers. Run along. 66. This is a tan 66. I think this is a tan car too. He's going to the door here. Or, yeah, there. This guy has a red shirt. There's a whitey driving out behind him right when he goes in the door. There's a tan car, I think. Was that tan car? This is a white car as I walk by that door that he went in. And then there's a whitey behind it. And then he's driving by this door. And this just pulled up at the same time as it went. This is a whitey right now. The whitey is turning around at the same time. It's that one whitey that I always see. You know, park synced. Someone walking up right now. It's the whiteys. So they just started doing that right now. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. The government doesn't give a fuck about anybody. She was like hitting that symbol and she's like looking right over at me, like laughing when I walked up. Oh, that's hilarious. That you're a disposable puppet like this one and this one. They're coming back. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. That's a tan truck and that's a tan car. They're approximately around the same time. They're honking, they're hitting the lock button on the whitey right now. She have a red shirt too. Woo. Hearing a noise right there. I don't know what that was. They're getting in a car right now, and they're right at the center of the street when I walk by them. This car is taking off as they pull up. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. '99. Guy with the red shirt and white van. What's he gonna do? These cars just all pulled up right now when I got across. All three of those. All right, he didn't close the door sinks. Is he gonna get in the car sinks? The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Is he gonna pull off nice when he sinks? He's like slowly backing up next to me. Sometimes they'll be moving too slow. You can't even see it. Like, I swear they drive by here. And then he's driving by here with his red shirt. And then there's that green car again with another car right next to it that met me at the intersection. And this guy with the red hat just walked out and that whitey drove by me. And I always see this guy synced up. He's gonna walk by me synced up, right? Oh, there's a whitey. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. There's someone with one light and a dog. The government doesn't give a fuck about you or your dog or your children. It's a tan car. It's turning right now. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. She closed the door right there. Someone just went in the door right there, I think. Someone just came out of a door next to me. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. This guy's waving at me. Who's this guy? He's waving at me or them? I don't know. I saw this garbage guy. He was like staring me down, but he was like acting like he was looking at something behind me earlier today. They was just pointing at something down the street that's like they're pointing at something behind me, but they're pointing right at me. This is at 86. Is it a soccer? There's a red car turning as I walk by it. It's parked at the Harbor Bar. There's 3 people standing outside of it in a triangle. I think they were doing the stalker thing. That's a blue truck, that's a red car. Probably making sync sound effects over there. They always do over there too. And then these are 2 silver cars at the other side. That's a blue car, I think. That's a blue car. What up, man?
What are you doing?
Recording Gestapos. This one's got a red coat. Did she walk up synced? I don't know. Walking by me at the door. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. This just pulled up right now, you know. These cars started backing up over there. I just stopped backing up right when I got across the street. How many of them are stalkers? What about that one? Is that one a stalker? Is this person with the red shirt gonna close the car door when I walk by the car? The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Here comes these stalkers again. Is that one with the red car with the red shirt next to it with the blue car in the white car? I think it was in the white car. There's a tan car right now. She just walked out of the door and I walked up. They're walking by me at the center of the street now. These are two silver cars. Are they stalkers? Where'd this lady go? Oh, there's a red and blue car right now. How many are stalkers? I don't know. She just walked away from a 555 car when I walked by the corner of Harbor Bar. And then this is turning as this is taking off, and it seems synced. It's driving by the door, and she's stepping off the center of the street right there. And then the FedEx, and then this is a 66 right now. And she's getting across the street right as the FedEx drives by me. I think someone just came out of the door synced over there when I walked by the ATM. It's a tan stalker. This is probably a tan stalker with the tan stalker. She's getting back in the car next to me now after she got out of the car next to me. And then I think she probably turned in front of me at the same time. I don't know, but she's probably about to get in a car next to me. So if that happens, then, you know. I don't know where she went. She just vanished. I think she got in this red car and it just started next to me. Here's a 77 with one light. Is this the stalker with the dog in it? This is that one with the dog in it that I saw a little bit ago, and it has a 77. It's got one light, 77, and a dog. There's a blue car parked across the street right now. The red car is going through the intersection right now. This is a military license plate, but I don't know what is it? Oh, it's driving by there. Oh, shit. That is a place they drive by. Then I think this guy just stopped synced on the sidewalk, and then he starts walking right there again. Oh, he just took like 2 steps right there. He starts walking right there again, though. There's a car starting right now. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Why is that funny? He's like, hey. This 933 just pulled up right now. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about anybody at all. Oh shit. Oh. This white car is turning right now. And then there's a tan car pulling up. And then this is here. And I think it had a 22. And then this is here. And then this is pulling up at the same time. And then the tan car is pulling up to turn at the same time. And it has an 888. And then he's driving in front of me as he's over there. And then it's turning next to me. And then are they gonna get out right here or when I walk by the car? Which one? They turn the car off right there. And then they're gonna get out right, and it has a B9. And they're opening it right now. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. They close the door right now. She's honking the horn as I walk behind her as a white truck drives by. And there was someone walking behind me when I walked behind her car too. The one that was walking up the sidewalk toward me. Oh, there it is with the other red car. You're late. I saw another red truck over there. And I saw another red car over there when that red car drove by me. Here comes a black car and here comes a silver car. And there's another black car behind the black car. It's turning as a silver car. Oh, there's another black car. Oh, this guy's walking out right now. What's this? This guy's walking up. Was he synced with the 44 truck? I don't know, but here's another gray car with the silver car. There's a siren. And then it just went woo, 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 right there. When I got across the street. I think it was a police siren. This guy's coming back out right now. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. He's stepping off right there. Black and silver. He's opening the truck door right there, I think. This is a 22. Is it a soccer? I don't know. Is this Whitey? I think this guy just opened this white van door right there. This is a military license plate. He's slightly late. And then I think they closed the van door again. I don't know what exact moment it happened at. And that was at 88 and the other car was a 44 and that's right there. And this is right here. And this Whitey just pulled up to the intersection right now. And then it started driving when I stepped over the curb, I think. And then it's turning by it right now. And then this is taking off at the center of the street. There's a car starting right now. It's that blue car. And then this has a 33. There's an engine sound at the same time, I think, behind me. And then this is driving by with a 99 right now. And that was probably turning out right there. And then I see whiteys over there, I think. And they're probably synced with the other whitey. And that's the place where they drive by and it had a 66. And then it's another silver car meeting the whitey with the other silver car at the intersection. And this is that guy that started his car synced, I think. He's got a red shirt and a blue car. This has a 55. A 55. Ha. There's a bunch of red cars over at the light right now. Are they stalkers? Probably. I had a 64 on that black car, I think. Is this a stalker? It's not at the center of the street. Cool. Maybe it wasn't a stalker. This is a stalker. And then this AC thing over here, whatever it is, like turned on and then it turned off right when the tail lift drove in front of me. And it turned on at the center of the street or something, I think. And then the whitey is parking synced at the corner. The one that drove by me synced. Like that one. Well, that's in front of me at the same time that drove by me. It wasn't at the corner of a building, I don't think. But just it's a stalker that I always see, you know, so. This loud truck is driving in front of me as this whitey is driving by me. Is it synced? Probably. Alright. He's gonna do something next to me. What's the stalkers? I don't know. I don't know what the stalkers are right now. That truck drove by right there. Was it a stalker? Is this gonna be a stalker? There is a black truck right now. So, I don't know. This is a tan car and this car is turning right now at the same time. It's 77. Nope, not yet. There's a bunch of blue cars and a red car, and then what about that red car? I don't know. It's an 84. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. This is 77. What's this? Black gang stalkers? Alright. What's going on right now? I don't even know. This, is this a stalker? That had a 123 license plate on the red truck, and this red truck was in front of me at the same time, and it has a 55. And he was scratching his head when he drove by me. Just saying. This has an 88. Just saying. It wasn't right there at the alley. This is a whitey though, and so is this, and it has a 64 on the whitey. And then he's driving out when I get across. He's driving forward onto the street. There's this plane at. There's 2 black cars right now. And a silver car. There it is, right over my head when I get to the intersection. It's pretty much right over my head. It was like slightly to the right. It was like basically right over my head. Oh. I'll just see him coming all the way up the street, and I'm like, yep, they're gonna drive by me there, aren't they? Yep. Yep. I had a B2 license plate, and I saw another silver car up the street at the same time. This is white now. There's a truck beeping right now. And then it stopped here. Stopped beeping right there. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. What? What do you say? I love you too. The government doesn't love you though. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about anybody or their children. Anybody. He's like, love you. That stalker turned out behind me. I think it was 2 silver stalkers. That has a C3 license plate. I'd zoom in, but he's driving too fast, so that is probably a stalker. This is a place where they always drive by. And then she's turning here with a 93 on her license plate. Damn. Could you see it? White. They're making sink drilling sounds or something. There's two whiteys in front of me, that one and that white truck, and then what about like all the rest of the cars? Were they all stalkers? I don't know. Well, I think that was a tan car, and there was another tan car turning behind it at the same time. I think it was tan. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. Like, I don't know. When I look back at the video, you can easily tell what color they are. But like sometimes tan looks silver to me, and she had a red shirt on, that whitey, and then this whitey is turning at the same time that she pulls up. It's driving by here. And then another whitey pulled up when that whitey drives through. And this has a 299 right now. Is this two black cars? I think it was two black cars, and this is a tan car. This is a white truck. Oh, it's a silver truck. It's right now, though. And that silver car probably drove out at the same time as the other silver truck. And then, is this black car gonna sync with the silver truck? Yep. And I always see that black car, too. They just closed the car door right next to me. And they closed another door there. And this guy just walked around the corner right there. And then they're hitting their lock button as the silver B9 drives by me out of their silver car. And then they're gonna walk up behind me, and they're honking the horn again as they walk up behind me. This is white. There's a car turning over there. There's probably a stalker, like right when I got across. These car, the light turned green when that drove by me with the 29. He's meeting a black car. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. This is right now. Kinda, he's not there yet. Is he gonna drive out with the whitey driving by me? And another whitey behind me. Oh shit. There's a whitey driving out at the doorway down the street, and then he's probably gonna meet me at the intersection or something. That was right at that door, and it's probably a stalker. This is right at the railing pole, and it's probably a stalker. You know, probably. It just is right there, so. And then that truck turned when this tail lift pulled up, and then it's driving by. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. This truck probably turned out synced. I just saw him now. Seems synced. There's another whitey over there right now. Oh, there's a bird. Oh! This is probably a silver car with that silver car. Is this another silver stalker? Is this a black car? I think it's either a black or a blue car. Is this a whitey? It has an 86. Is this a stalker? Why did he stop? He just like drove up to here and then stopped and then turned. And he turned simultaneous with another car turning down the street. This engine sound a stalker going. Probably. Is this a whitey right now? Yep. I don't know where that other white car went that was coming up the street. I thought it was gonna drive by me. It probably turned synced. There's a guy going in a door next to me, I bet. Is he gonna open it next to me? The door's closing next to me. The door closed next to me. What about this tan car with a dog in it? Is it gonna stalk? What's gonna happen? It has a 64 too. I don't know what's driving by though. The white truck maybe? I don't know. This has an 84. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. 84 head. 1984 head. Once again, I wasn't hearing sounds over here. Now I'm hearing sounds as I approach it. And then there's going to be more sounds when I walk by the corner of the building or something. Just start hammering and shit when I'm approaching it, you know. Right when I saw this white car come around the corner over here, I heard a dog bark. And this car was driving out with it. And this car is driving out too. And black and silver cars. And then the silver car is driving out right here. And there's was that a tan car over there? I think it was a tan car. I think I saw a guy on a motorcycle for once that it's not synced up. That's unusual. Usually every single motorcycle I see is synced up. That missed the corner of the building, but it was a tan car. And it's probably supposed to drive by me at the corner of the building. This is probably a stalker. This car is starting at this exact moment, the tan one. The government doesn't care about you. This is a whitey, I bet. $1,000. This is a red and blue car in front of me at the same time, and then another red car, and then that was another blue car, I think, like a light blue car. And then, is this a stalker? Is it? I don't know. It is at the front of the traffic, so this car is turning to park right now. This guy probably got out of his truck sink, but I didn't see it. I just look over and I see him walking away from it. I think he probably got out of his sink or like put something in the back of it sinked or whatever. They're opening this whitey as this whitey drove out, and she's walking away with a red shirt. And there's whiteys in front of me. And then, what did they do synced with the red car door? This is synced right now with the whitey. They're honking their horn synced on the red car. This is synced with the whitey. This is whitey. This whitey is starting to move right there at that moment too. It's backing up right at the other side. They honked their horn again like it's not already locked. Did they do it at a corner? There's a whitey in front of me right now. The government doesn't care about you. This is backing up as I start to walk again with a B9. It's gonna turn when it drives by me, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna turn when it pulls up. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Facts. There's this car started right now. Is it the whitey? This guy is getting in a whitey right now when I walk up. This is the whiteys again. The government doesn't care about the whiteys. The government doesn't care about you at all. Is this the red stalkers? I think it has an 88, and this is red too. The government doesn't care about you. There's people walking in over there that I think they're doing synced. I think it was synced. Is this gonna sync? Was there a whitey at the same time? Is this a whitey? Is there whiteys behind me at the same time? Is there a tan car pulling up when it gets over there? And then the whitey is turning when it drives by me. And then something just drove behind me right when it drove in front of me. There's probably another one. There's no other cars now, you know? There's just one car right there when it drove behind me. This is right now. You know? It's just one car right now. What about this white van that's gonna drive behind me? Is it a whitey? There's a car starting at the exact same time. Is it a whitey? Which car is it? Which car is it? Was that one? I think I keep seeing him ahead of me, like this guy walking way at the end of the alley just walked around the corner right there, and he walked out with a car driving by. And then this other person just walked out, and they're probably walking out synced at the corner of the building. But I just kept seeing cars drive by, like that one on that street, and then cars in the background behind them, way back down the street at the end of it, at the same time. I think they were stalkers. Is this gonna stalk? Is it tan? Has it got an 84? Is this a tan 84 right now? This whitey's pulling up over there, Center Street. This is probably a red stalker straightening out on the street right now. There's another red car pulling up when it drives behind me. And then, what was the whitey doing? I was meeting another whitey as the red car drives behind me. And he's starting to drive right here. This lady's just standing over here. She just like keeps walking around. I don't know what she's doing. She's like waiting for a ride or something. Oh no! Oh, she's directing traffic. She's like pointing. Maybe she's pointing synced. I don't know. Maybe she's telling them where to go for real. Maybe she's pointing synced at corners of buildings. I don't know. About to find out. Park right there where I'm walking by with a 44. Yeah, park right there. Yeah, park right there, right next to me with a 44. Park right there. The government doesn't give a fuck about anybody, including the stockheads. They are disposable puppets. They should quit. She's starting to talk right now. There's just a bug flying by me. The center of the street. This car is turning right now. They just opened a whitey door right there. They just opened the back hatch on a whitey right there. I can barely see it around the corner over there. Was that a whitey? He was early if he was. I saw Whitey way down the street ahead of me. Did you see it? I don't know if you could see it. He was there, at the corner of the building. They always stalk right here. So they're gonna stalk right here. There's a white car right here. Right where those poles are. They always stalk right there. Was she pointing synced right there? What's happening? This guy's taking off again over here that parked next to me a minute ago. He's taking off again. He's gonna drive by synced again. He's pulling up to the intersection right now. There's someone walking up over there. I think they got a red shirt. He's turning on to step over the curb. They just started backing up. She's walking by me at Center Street. There's a black and silver car over there. She's getting across the street same time as me with a red shirt. He's driving forward when I get across the street. There's whiteys in front of me. There's a red and blue car in front of me. There's whitey. Oh, it's silver. Probably synced with them. I think that red car was a stalker. Because they always have to stalk me at that place where I was walking by, so. They're like, we don't got any whiteys right now, send the red car. We're out of white and tan cars right now. What's this, a stalker? What's this, a stalker behind it? That engine sound's going off over there, you know. There's two red cars at the front of the traffic. And then a whitey with it here. This is turning. Was it synced again? What's gonna drive by right here? This. Oh, let's see this white SUV. I don't know. Is it red and blue cars? Probably. Yep, I think so. Yep, I think I was right. It was the red and blue cars. Saw a car turn at the center of the street over there. I think it was a tan car. I don't know. This is two tan cars. The government doesn't care about you with your red hat. Is that a black and silver car? What's happening? It's too many cars. This is a tan car. This is backing up next to me. Oh, this tan car was turning with the tan car driving by me. And he's like, look at him. There's people talking right now. They're probably about to get in a car synced. Are they gonna get in a car synced? She's getting in a tan car with a red shirt. This car is starting as I walk behind it. This is a whitey. This is a whitey when I walk behind the tan car with another whitey. There's someone walking in the door in front of me as the tan car starts to back up, and then she opens the door when a whitey drives in front of me. What else? This guy just walked out behind me right here. Is he a stalker? Did he get in a car? Where did he go? whitey over there. Is it another black car? The government doesn't give a fuck about you. Oh, that's a blue car. Sorry, guy. Still, the government doesn't give a fuck about you. He's probably a stalker, though. This has a dog in a white car, and he has a red shirt in that white car. That looks like it has a headlight bashed out, maybe. They just closed their car door right as it pulled up with red pants on. Are they gonna do another thing? They're gonna walk up when I walk up to the crosswalk? And they're gonna turn synced right here. The government doesn't care about you. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. This is a white car right here. The government doesn't give a fuck about you.